hurts me though is when motherfuckers trying to be spiteful towards my kids. That should really be pissing me the fuck off. And then you know what else be pissing me off? You know what else really hurt? Really hurt me, y'all? And I really want to let y'all women, when a mother, you do so much for a mother. Lift them up when they're down. Lift them up when everybody turns their back on them. Pray for them before you pray for yourself. And then a mother come, bother your peace to tell you that you wasn't enough because you never listened. Oh, I wasn't enough because I never listened. I wonder if everybody that ever turned their back on you and shitted on you were enough for you, but because they didn't listen, you wasn't enough. What a comedy. I didn't even want to do this. But I don't like that when I'm at peace, motherfuckers want to call me private over and 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 over, and then do little shit behind the scene to piss me off. You haven't accepted the divorce because you're not going to agree on my terms because you just want to see the kids. You want to see the kids. You just call your daughter for the first time yesterday, your newborn. You love your kids so much and you bought them shit for Christmas. But you came to New York to buy your other kids gifts. But you ain't bought my kids shit on purpose to spite me. I ain't listen after you and your mama robbed me. Yeah, you and your mom robbed me cold. Wipe my nose. But you're going to stop playing with me and you're going to sign these fucking divorce papers. And stop using my kids for an excuse. You're not going to keep using my kids for an excuse because these are the same kids that you ain't bought shit for Christmas. Thank you.
This drama just took the most shocking turn when Cardi exposed both Offset and his mother for allegedly stealing an astronomical $10 million from her. Can you believe the audacity? The tension between these two has been building like a pressure cooker ever since Cardi filed for divorce. Initially, Offset and his family had the nerve to point fingers at Cardi, painting her as this money-hungry gold digger. They called her everything under the sun, hot-headed, messy, you name it. But honey, let me tell you what really happened. As it turns out, Offset was the one with serious issues, specifically a gambling problem that had him secretly depending on Cardi's money this whole time. And if that wasn't devastating enough, Cardi revealed something truly heartbreaking. This man, the father of her children, actually refused to buy Christmas presents for their own kids while making sure his other children were taken care of, just to spite her. Now, word on the street is that Offset has literally fled the country, apparently dealing with both legal troubles and that gambling addiction. I mean, you simply cannot make this stuff up. The tea really started spilling when Cardi jumped on Twitter Spaces to expose all the shadiness Offset has been throwing her way since their divorce drama began. She poured her heart out, revealing how he's been playing her for years, despite everything she did for him. But honestly, are we even surprised? Throughout most of their marriage, Offset was basically the community's most eligible bachelor, with a new Instagram model being exposed as his side piece every other day. But here's what really breaks my heart. Cardi said the cheating wasn't even what hurt her the most. What truly crushed her was how Offset started using their children as pawns in this mess. Just imagine being so petty that you'd refuse to buy Christmas gifts for your own children, including your precious newborn, just because you're angry with their mother.
Do you guys know that my kids didn't receive no Christmas gifts from somebody in particular? Mother want to make it seem on social media like I was keeping my kids away from them. Like to make movies on social media, but purposely fly to New York to buy their kids gifts. And guess how many gifts did they buy my kids? Zero. And then mother want to do shit to, you know what I noticed? Every single time that a mother did something publicly to embarrass me, I noticed that they did that on purpose. Because A mother thought that he was gonna ruin my year and have me fucked up like they had me fucked up last year. But I'm so strong. I'm so strong, and it doesn't affect me anymore. That even after you try to ruin me by being spiteful towards me and my kids, I still got my ass up and went to work. Your little games that you do for spite, that shit doesn't bother me no more. What hurts me though is when motherfuckers trying to be spiteful towards my kids. That should really be pissing me the fuck off. And then to piss me off, and then play in my face, and then play in my kid's face. You want to talk about, oh, you haven't accepted the divorce because you're not gonna agree on my terms because you just want to see the kids. You want to see the kids. You just call your daughter for the first time this year, yesterday, your newborn. You love your kids so much and you bought them shit for Christmas. But you came to New York to buy your other kids gifts. But you ain't bought my kids on purpose to spite me. Mind you, we was cool. We wasn't, but we was cool.
The situation gets even more infuriating because Cardi knew Offset was being deliberately spiteful. While he couldn't be bothered to buy presents for their children, he made sure to shower his other kids from previous relationships with gifts. But hold on to your seats because Cardi wasn't done spilling the tea. She then dropped the biggest bombshell of all, exposing how Offset and his mother had been stealing from her. And we're not talking about pocket change here, darling. According to Cardi, they completely robbed her blind, took her for a fool, and literally wiped her out.
I ain't listen after you and your mama robbed me. Yeah, you and your mom robbed me cold. Wipe my nose. So you stop playing with me. Ask a mother. What's today's date? Today's the 14th. Ask mother where the Christmas gifts at. Where the Christmas kids at? Where the Christmas gifts at? And you know what? I already know why I already know I didn't want her to do this because this is what a mother want. A mother want me to go on social media to crash out so I could look crazy so that they could look like they don't bother. That was always their plan. That's why I've been quiet. But you're gonna stop playing with me and you're gonna sign these divorce papers. And stop using my kids for an excuse.
Now, while Cardi didn't put an exact figure on how much they took from her, YouTuber Storm Monroe stepped in with some jaw-dropping tea. According to him, we're looking at somewhere between $5 million and $10 million. I mean, can you even wrap your head around that kind of betrayal?
So Cardi B is aware of between $5 to $10 million missing. I want y'all to hear that again. The money that she got robbed for is allegedly, and Cardi, this is what you're aware of between $5 to $10 million. And so I know you're settling your accounts right now because you are preparing to divorce him, and shit, actually it's tax time. So you really finna be going through everything. You might want to double, triple check everything again. I'm just letting you know.
Let's take a little trip down memory lane, shall we? Last year, there were whispers going around about Cardi not getting along with Offset's mother because of some alleged stealing. At the time, Cardi actually came to her mother-in-law's defense, claiming she loved her like her own mother. Well, honey, looks like that was far from the truth. The real drama started bubbling up when Offset's mother reposted a photo of Culture, seemingly trying to show some grandmotherly love, but Cardi wasn't having any of it. She fired back with an emotional Instagram post that really showed her mama bear side. She wrote about growing up poor but surrounded by genuine love from both sides of her family. She made it crystal clear that she wouldn't accept anything less for her own children. No fake love, period. Things got even spicier when Cardi went full protective mode, putting both Offset and his family on blast for trying to use her kids to get to her. She wasn't playing around. She made it absolutely clear that nobody was going to take advantage of her children or use them for their fake love agenda. The plot thickens even more with some leaked text messages between Cardi and Offset from a few weeks ago. These messages were absolutely wild. Offset was literally begging Cardi to keep their baby, but then had the audacity to question whether he was even the father. His exact words were just shocking. "Yo, keep my child. Why do you think you a lick for me? Like for real? Like me saying that was wrong? That's my baby? Like I sound desperate for what and who you know? Before you continue getting effed, might not be mine anyways, cause I ain't effed you, and you wasn't prio when I was around." But our girl Cardi wasn't about to let him throw those accusations around. She clapped back with the truth. "LOL, you don't got to answer the phone, just wanted to show why I don't F with you. Everyone knows about you, and everyone knows that's your girlfriend, and on top of that, you couldn't stand up like a man for culture to shire, and your mom robbed me cold." It's pretty clear that Cardi has been sitting on this information for a while, and you just know she's got receipts for days to back up her claims about what Offset and his mother did to her. But wait, there's more. Offset's family has been throwing shade at Cardi for years, trying to make her look like she's lost her mind. Remember back in 2018 when Offset was caught in yet another cheating scandal right after Cardi had their first child? Offset's father had the nerve to go on Facebook and write this long post defending his son's cheating and blaming Cardi for being upset about it. He wrote this ridiculous justification. Like most young adults, he doesn't always do what he's advised to do, but we are talking about a 25-year-old with an unlimited supply of money, women chasing him, people at his disposal. Couple that with a hot-headed female that thrives off of social media attention and is on the same financial level as or above him, and it's a recipe for disaster. And don't even get me started on Offset's sister. She jumped into the mess by reposting this absurd tweet. "Women really be wanting you to be rich and not cheat, just irrational," adding her own commentary. "They really are just a man." The drama continued when Offset stirred the pot again last August. He posted this cryptic photo suggesting people were mooching off him, clearly taking shots at Cardi and implying she was hating on him because she wasn't as successful. The irony is just too much, because right around that same time, Offset was making headlines for his own financial troubles. According to reports, he was hit with not one, but two tax liens totaling $1.6 million. The Sun reported that the first lien came in April for almost $1.6 million, followed by another one in June for about $32,000. And get this, a court clerk confirmed that not only was the debt still unpaid, but Cardi's name wasn't even attached to it. The Sun didn't stop there. They published another article suggesting both Cardi and Offset were broke and struggling with their home payments. Apparently, Cardi had to come up with $3 million in just 2 months to secure their Atlanta mansion's mortgage. The article detailed how they'd taken out massive mortgages on both their Atlanta and New Jersey properties, roughly $1 million worth in the past 5 years. But our girl Cardi wasn't about to let these rumors fly. She took to Twitter and set the record straight. She called out the Sun for spreading baseless rumors with no actual documents to back them up. She explained that everyone gets loans for houses, and she's never missed a payment. In fact, she proudly stated that she bought her house in 2021 and invested almost $12 million in it. Cardi made it crystal clear that she's extremely responsible with her money, always putting her bills before luxury items. She even dropped this flex. She just spent $400,000 on jewelry that month because she knows how to budget. And when people suggested she was selling her house because she couldn't afford it, she shut that down real quick.
Good morning. Good morning from my second home. It's 5:56 in the morning, about to be 6 a.m. Yeah. Go get the money. Hey, listen. Go get the money, okay? Go get the money.
Now here's what's really interesting. Did you notice how Cardi only defended her own finances? She didn't say a word about Offset's situation. She just made it absolutely clear that regardless of what was going on with him, she was definitely not broke. As most people know, Cardi has always been considered the wealthier one in their relationship. While she's all about saving and smart investments, Offset seems to prefer throwing money around on a lavish lifestyle. Recent blind items have been suggesting that Offset's got a serious gambling problem that's left him completely broke and struggling.
Why this Offset? Offset broke. Oh yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all the stream too. That broke. That pop. I'll tell y'all a true story. I ain't got nothing to do with that shit nigga in the casino. He was popped. He was panicking. He was asking random people for cash apps. He was broke. I don't know what happened. Nobody was answering his phone call. He popped, trying to run up, chasing. Must got a gambling addiction. And then says, yo, he just popped. He calling for cash apps in front of me. I ain't gonna lie to you. The first 5 I offered, I'm like, yo, you pop. You waiting for some bread? He like, I waiting for my money. I swung that 5. You know how I get. He gets popped. Not us two dicing each other. He gets popped straight to the casino. Goes not. He get another loan from somebody else for like 2 bands. I don't even take my loan. I'm like, that's Offset. I'm good on my money. I'm worried about this. I got mad bread. I definitely run off for 5 bands. He pops for the next.
One particularly juicy blind item claimed that Cardi had completely cut off her estranged husband from all bank accounts, leaving him with zero access to any money. And honestly, if that's true, good for her. Because having your husband and the father of your children steal millions from you, that's beyond wild. But what do you think? Did Offset really steal from Cardi? Was she right to put him on blast like this? Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't go anywhere because we've got another messy story coming right up.